Chapter 1. There is something magical about being sure of your desires and taking deliberate steps to achieve it. Sharon Rowe decided to take charge of her life and do something that generated a good income, all the while ensuring that it impacted the environment or society, and left her with enough family time and time to live and enjoy life. This process is what Sharon Rowe calls a tiny business. She looked at the problems around her and selected which one she was passionate about. Then, she used her resources and started a business tailored towards providing solutions to the target problem. Sharon Rowe actually started a company from scratch with no previous business training and plan. Hence, she made many mistakes along the line. However, her tiny business helped her set a good example for others, attract the best people to work with, enjoy the work, grow in the community instead of in isolation, inspire others, and build the life she imagined. A measure of business success can be in terms of making sufficient income to lead a prosperous life. A tiny business is a venture that is based on your terms or suits your lifestyle. This means that a tiny business is driven by consciously chosen limitations that increase your focus on the things that matter. This focus helps you prioritize your why, the things that matter to you and that you want to create in life, business, and the world. These priorities guide every decision in your how, the business realities and practices that get things done. Focus, priorities, and clarity create magic that lets you enjoy the process. This summary focuses on the mistakes startups make while starting their businesses and how you can avoid them. It also teaches how to leverage being in a community and standing for something to your advantage. A tiny business is about making a good living and a great life. You need to be able to stop and smell the flowers, or get a glass of water, or take a walk when you feel like it. You need to enjoy the journey. Sharon Rowe. Chapter 2. Entrepreneurs need to do businesses that encourage them to grow at their own pace and in alignment with their priorities. There is a common myth in the business world about going hard or going home, which means you have to risk everything or not bother starting. That's not true. Because with a tiny business, you don't need to risk it all before you realize your dreams. A tiny business is born from crystal clear priorities of what you want out of life, not out of the need for a paycheck. Knowing what you want and what you don't is an important step in creating your dream business. A tiny business approach works by making your business work for you. Let your priorities be clear and think about what you want in life, business, and the future. Decide on what is very important to you, what you're working for, and your why. A clear and simple vision for what you want to create personally and financially. It's also important to have a plan, and try not to deviate from it. After identifying what's important to you, remove the imaginary and real obstacles, noise, and clutter in your way. A tiny business is a business that can't be achieved with a get-rich-quick mindset. However, when you gain clarity on what you want to achieve in life, be committed to it. Take the necessary initiatives. That's when you will begin to see the abundance of resources available to support you and connect you to a like-minded community. Tiny business is how you make a living, not a killing. Sharon Rowe. Chapter 3. Money shouldn't stop you from starting your business because sometimes your needs can be gotten for free. Many people have issues with starting a business because they don't have a lot of money. This notion is wrong because you can do a lot even with little resources. You can begin being truthful with what you have, what you don't have, and your necessities. Don't minimize what you need or exaggerate it. List out all you have in 2 ways. The easy way, where you type it on your laptop or write it on paper. An unusual and uneasy way, where you write with your left hand if you are right-handed and vice versa. Writing what you have in an uneasy way will give you sufficient time to think because it will allow you to take your time. Then compare the lists to make your final copy. Sharon Rowe recommends allocating 10% of your financial baseline towards savings and another 10% towards fun. Cash is not everything. It is just a tool that you can use to build something. Who you know and how much information you can get from them is very crucial. Relating with others is very vital, so make it a priority to engage people or brands whose businesses relate with yours. Engage these people, find out their motivations, and learn from their experiences. Go for networking events filled with people of like minds or in the niche you would like to start to accustom your mind and body to that setting. Although you might feel uneasy at your first business event, the truth is that there are several other people feeling the same way. Try not to leave the event. Stay and keep going till you feel comfortable. If there is someone you'd like to talk to at the event, but you are nervous, just be calm and set your posture right. Then enter the room like you're the guest of honor. You can also communicate with someone you see standing alone. Do a lot of listening and share your business ideas. These 5 tips will help you in walking into a room with strangers. Make sure you're not stressed. Meditate on a phrase or song that excites you. Take a few breaths and walk into the room. Commit to listening versus talking. Be curious. Chapter 4. Take small steps that will help you accomplish your business goals. Take steps by trying out things that prove that you are sure of the journey you're about to embark on. You can start by doing a survey or getting more information about your business. After this, think of a name to give your business, product, or service you're rendering. Then, find an intellectual property, IP, trademark lawyer to help you get started to prevent the massive cost of fixing the problems later. When you have a lot of things to do and it's like you don't have enough time to do them, then you can separate your tasks into need to do and nice to do. When you do this, you will discover that the nice to do list will be higher than the need to do list. Then you sort some tasks out or just delete them. However, if it is essential, it'll reappear and you'll handle it then. Finally, find opportunities that will sell out your idea to the right public. Share your business story everywhere you go with everyone you meet because you may not know if they need your services. The 80-20 rule or Pareto principle reveals that 80% of results are produced from 20% efforts. In a tiny business, it means that for every 80% result, you need to give yourself a minimum of 20% permission to fail and rethink. The truth is, you can't control everything about your business, and everything can't be perfect at all times. Sometimes you need to give yourself breathing space, step away, and create room to gain new insights. Then, when business emergencies come up, and it has conflicting priorities, for example, you promised your employees a 4-day holiday weekend, and a rush job comes that will pay handsomely but will impact that promise, calm down, focus, and figure out a solution. Don't rush to solve a problem that comes up. Instead, take the time to apply thought and intention to the issue. Break the problem down before you break it down. Sharon Rowe's system for reviewing problems is drinking a glass of water to make you feel calm and reframing the problem as an opportunity. She also tries to figure out if the problem is something you have seen before, those you've seen before but not all, and those that you're unfamiliar with. Even if it means you have to let go of a juicy opportunity, always act according to your tiny business priorities. Chapter 5. The reason you started your business is the motivating factor that will keep you on track. When starting a business, you need to focus on why you started the enterprise to choose your path. Every business has a story behind it. You need to know how to communicate your business tale interestingly. When you have a narrative, you will connect with people of like minds, and your product will be inspirational. You also need to get the most from what you have while staying true to your identity, your intentions, and how your story inspires others to differentiate your business from others. Winning an award and having media attention helps in marketing your business. Getting an award raises your business profile and helps build momentum. Therefore, look for relevant awards and nominate yourself for them, or get someone who would. Even if you don't win, you might be lucky to be invited to meet other participants of the awards, thereby increasing your exposure and recognition. Look for a social media influencer who shares similar views as you. Ensure your LinkedIn profile is always complete with a 2-sentence summary describing yourself and your company, and a short bio of around 125 to 150 words. Have an extended bio of about 300 words, professional headshot in high and low resolution on hand. Also, it is imperative to have a social media handle, a website, and a complete list of the awards and recognition of your company. Practice the act of listening to critics, because amid the noise, you may find essential things that can be beneficial to you. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot to become visible. Donate to brands that need your service and products. They'll, in turn, offer visibility for you. This will also lead to mutually beneficial relationships. Put a market value on your goods or services. Ensure visibility. Negotiate on partial or complete value exchange. And get sample assets for your files. To connect more with your users, get a logo that shares your story, portrays your brand, and connects you with new and repeat customers. Then, think differently. Attend trade shows and conferences to allow more room for networking. Always remember that taking care of yourself comes first before you can take care of business. Chapter 6. As your business expands, you need to learn how to manage your customers to meet their demands. As customers increase, the company begins to grow and more people start to pay attention to your products. Mind you, as the business grows, if there is no anticipation made towards an unexpected recession, the slowdown will hit hard. The tips to ensure you are ready for anything are: keep your overhead low, expand with caution and lead with agility, know your lending sources before you need them, keep asking yourself what if from many perspectives, always be forecasting. When you build business relationships with others, you are indirectly building your fan base too. In every business, you have to pay attention to the industry, the economy, critics, and environment, and everything that could affect your job so that in the end, you're able to take necessary actions. Once you see that you're overwhelmed with too many unsolved issues, pick up the phone, stay connected, and work out a solution together with your team. To prepare for a downturn, you need to expand cash flow and trim staff hours. Slow down accounts payable and speed up accounts receivable by taking credit card payments or other incentives. Lastly, focus on the need to have versus nice to have. Then, when the competition gets tough, collaborate. The director of innovation, Yale University, Anyika Abiocha, coined the word co-opetition, derived from competition and cooperation. Co-opetition will help grow your brand and will help you have healthy interactions with other brands. Then legally protect your brand to avoid situations where the collaborators try to kick you out of the market by using or selling your brand. Stress is when you don't know what you don't know, but you know you need to know more. Sharon Rowe. Did you know? According to Forbes, in 2019, 85% of Americans' wealthiest entrepreneurs start their first business by age 40. Chapter 7. Allocate your resources properly so you don't run into unnecessary debts. When building your business, don't be in a hurry to employ people. You have to identify the resources you have to execute your business. Determine the money you want to use for your business. Be confident with sales and expenses based on the information you have gathered through your connections. Ensure you have enough cash to do the needful and allocate a percentage of money to do the most important things. Also, have some money saved in case of emergencies. If you got a loan for the business, ensure you pay off debts in full every month. If the interest rate is low, you can carry over to the balance, schedule payments monthly, and always pay above the minimum. Ensure you pay all your debts because credit and loans can be a lifesaver and business opportunity if you use them appropriately. Pay attention to what comes in and out of your business to keep track of its growth. Accounting helps you track and record your daily finances. For example, it reveals how much money is made from sales or paying for rent, utility, marketing, etc. It will also show if you're going to miss payroll or inform you when your most vital client hasn't paid in 2 months. First, prepare a projected monthly income statement and have a line for every revenue and expense that you track in your accounting system. Then you need to measure what happens each month against your forecast to take the necessary steps. Apply the 80-20 rule as your guide. Know who your top 20% of customers are and ensure they are always satisfied. Figure out what products or services you provide that bring in 80% of your sales and how to ensure you're never out of them. Create personal and business relationships with your partners to ensure you're on the same page. Also, establish trust with them. Chapter 8. To be more productive, you need to take good care of yourself. Sitting at a place all day isn't good for you. Take time out for mind and body exercise so you can be open to new ideas that will be beneficial to your business. Also, encourage your staff to do the same. Have a culture of walking at least 20 minutes daily before working, and also make it a team activity. For example, You can take your employees out to a nearby restaurant and walk there to set a living example of how healthy you all should live. Be creative about your work, be open to new habits, and always take out time for yourself. Rest is the secret to entrepreneurial success because it affords you the opportunity for reflection. Sometimes take out time to do other things that are not work-related. Also, go for vacations, and when you have business trips, make it an adventure. Finally, don't be scared of quitting. There are 2 types of quitting. Always quit for the day in the evenings. At this time, you're tired, so go home or close your laptop or desktop if you're already home and stop working. Quit your business. At this point, you are burned out and can't continue to do what you've been doing for another week, even though you're the one that cuts the shot. Take a vacation or a break to just relax. Sharon Rowe suggests that you quit at least once a year. First, make a list of the things you want that you're not achieving. Then, find the ideal job that will allow you to accomplish those things. Rewrite your resume, send it out, and go to interviews. Do this to recollect why you chose the tiny business. With the tiny business, you can sell and walk away, stay in a limited capacity, partner up and become a stakeholder, or sell to your employers. Then, when you want to quit, instead of making a rash decision, play out your options with level-head professionals that will support your intuition and make the decision slowly. Conclusion. While doing business, don't fall into the trap of isolating yourself. As you work, share your stories with others so they can learn from your success and mistakes. Doing this is an act of generosity. Whenever you are invited to conferences, speak about your business and appreciate it when you have the opportunity to train others. This is a way of giving back to society what you have learned from starting your own business. Also, share your business stories to connect with others. Many people want to hear the stories of your success, difficulties, downfalls, and how your vision is coming to reality. You can also contribute to society by interacting with the people in your community. There are a lot of educated, engaging, and generous people there. You can also go to libraries, Rotary clubs, colleges, or universities to talk about your business. Let people know what you are doing and how far you have gone. Entrepreneurs must have boldness, optimism, and a passionate sense of mission. A tiny business requires that you examine, prioritize, and work with what you value, eliminating what you don't. Manage your money. Spend only on things that are needed. To avoid failing in business, you need cash and a strong financial structure and network. Know the amount of money that comes in and goes out of your business and ensure you keep accounts. This will help you to measure your growth and give structure to the business. Be extremely disciplined with your time and use it wisely. Don't be too consumed with work that you forget to take care of yourself. Take time out to rest, eat well, exercise, and live healthily. Be deliberate about connecting with others and give room for constructive feedback. It will help you be more productive in business. Try this. As you do business, when you feel stuck or confused, just get a glass of water and take your time to meditate on what to do. Then, act on your decisions and watch as the magic of your tiny business brings you the success you deserve.